everyone, it's Agnach here and welcome to another video. On today's video I will be recapping the Global Clash Cup playoffs. We will see how everyone went on their quarterfinals and find out who the semifinalists are. If you like this type of content, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel. So the quarterfinals were Creative Injury versus World Top Korea, Existence versus Rest, nosbellumsumus versus Sisu War, and finally a rematch against War Hunters. In the group stage, the only war we lost was against them. We lost 38-39, so we knew we had to bring our A game to make sure it didn't happen again. Before we go to our quarterfinal, let's see what happened in the other quarterfinals. Creative Injury ended up beating World Top Korea 38-37 and nosbellumsumus beat Sisu War 36-33. The fourth quarterfinal between Existence and Rest hasn't been played. However, how did we go against War Hunters? We ended up winning 41-38. Very close war by both sides. We had 11 triples to their 8. However, we both had quite a few time fails. We finished with a 97.7% destruction to the 96.8% destruction, so as you can see it was pretty close. So with this result we have our first semifinal. It's Creative Injury versus us, and the other semifinal is nosbellumsumus against the winner between Existence and Rest. These are the bases I'll be showing in this video. We mainly use hybrid, but also had a few air attacks with drag bats, lalo, and a mass edrag attack. We only had one 3-star with Yetis this war, which is interesting. So this is the base I triple. Trento came up with a really good and easy hybrid plan. The plan was to Yeti Blimp the Inferno at 4, then start my funnel at 2, then I go with my Queen Walk from 3 and wall break the AD corner towards the Town Hall. The King I will put it from the 5 and make him walk on the outside, and then sending my hybrid in between directly into the base. It's a nice and easy plan. So let's see how I went. Okay, so here I go with my hybrid. I usually don't use hybrid very much, so I was a little bit nervous. So you send my loons and my sneaky condenser to create a bit of a funnel with my Yeti Blimp. That's going to be getting rid of that entire compartment, the Inferno, the AD, and an Expo. That's what I wanted, and that's what I got. And then the other Yeti might even get that Archer Tower, which is really good. Added bonus. I also started doing my funneling up top where the King is, just to make sure that my Queen doesn't walk on the outside and goes towards the center. I put a couple of loons and a baby dragon and a whiz. I waited for the bomb tower to go down and send my wall breakers so that they break that wall and my Queen can reach the Town Hall. Now I had a couple of expos on the Queen, so I put a rage down just so that she doesn't die. Now that the 3 Ice Golems come out and the Barb King is there, I use the poison just to slow down the Barb King, and obviously the Ice Golems will die a little bit faster with that. So now I only have one expo hitting her, so it's not much damage, so I don't have to rage her up, which is really good. Once I know that she's definitely getting the Town Hall, that's when I put the King down. Now she's getting the Town Hall, put the Rage down, get rid of that Expo. Now I start sending my miners first, then my Warden, then I send all my Hogs and the RC behind. Definitely didn't want to send my RC first, otherwise that single would have killed her. The Queen is tanking the first scatter shot, which is really good. Then I freeze the second scatter shot and the Eagle, and I use the Warden ability. I think my spells could have been a bit better used, like I put a freeze there when I was still under the tone, but it ended up working anyways. So I put the heal there on the outside because I saw that that's where most of my miners and hogs were. The Queen is getting targeted by the single Inferno, but that's fine, she still had the ability. The enemy RC is hitting my RC, but we ended up killing her. Single Inferno goes down, and now it's just cleanup. This did take me 3 minutes, so it was pretty close on time, but it ended up being crushed, so thanks to Trento for the plan. Now let's get to the next attack. The next attack is Benji coming in with the Soy Hero Lalo, which is always really nice to watch. So sends a few loons for the Arch Tower, wish to create the funnel. I think the goal of his heroes were to go into that single Inferno compartment. That's where the enemy Archer Queen is as well, so getting rid of her is very valuable. Other things that you have here in the south is the Eagle and the RC, which are two things that if you get rid of for your Sui Lalo, it's really good. So he freezes the single Inferno and the enemy Archer Queen. The Inferno locks on the king again, but he smashes through the wall. Our queen kills the enemy queen, and the RC has also gone down. Now the single Inferno goes down, and the next target is the Eagle. So getting really good value from his heroes. Now he brings his RC just to create a little bit more funneling on that side. Tesla pops up. I think he's just trying to get as many buildings as he can. I'm not sure if he wanted to try to get rid of one of the scatter shots, but that's what he's trying with RC, and she goes down. The CC gets pulled. It's a nice golem in the lava, which is gonna be keeping our queen busy, but he starts with his Lalo with the blink behind the Lalo for the town hall. Sweepers are just pushing everything back. Get rid of the first AD there, and some of the loons go to the sky. She uses the Warden Tone just on top of the town hall, really nicely done. Now there's the single Inferno in the center. The queen did pop the lava, so now we have a few lava pops that we have to deal with. He puts the Skelly spell. Since he didn't have an Archer Queen or an RC anymore, he can put the Skelly spell on the scatter shot there in the center. Got rid of the scatter shot, and now he's just bringing all his loons, going to the last AD and the single Inferno. So he just created that little bit of pathing for his loons. Got rid of Eagle and the Queen and the RC, which was very valuable. And he ends up this raid still with a few loons and plenty of cleanup. Really nicely done. The Sui Lalos are really nice to watch. Just checking how much value they get with the heroes. Now we've got that monkey coming in with the drag pad. He's coming with 3 edrags as well, so he puts his king and queen on one side to create one side of the funnel. Then he puts his 3 edrags on the other side of the funnel with his slammer, which brings a few loons and a dragon to get rid of that enemy Archer Queen, and sends his main dragon push in the center towards the town hall. A lot of archers come out of the CC, which you don't want to see, but the dragons can kill them very quickly. He didn't bring a poison as he has the bats and 4 free spells. Uses the warning ability. The sweeper keeps pushing the dragons back, but that's alright. The ice golem is getting pulled to the south, which is nice. At least that way it won't stall the dragons. The air sweeper finally goes down, so that was a bit of a slow start into the town hall, but the town hall is done. And now all the dragons are moving towards the 5 o'clock area. Getting rid of the eagle, puts his RC down, and the bats are down now. So the only thing that can get rid of his bats are the scattershot and the whiz tower, but he's got 4 freezes. So he uses the first one, he's going to use the second one. He still has 2 freezes. There's nothing else that can get rid of his bats. Uses a 3rd freeze on the whiz tower and the AD. And now he's got 1 freeze left. The RC is trying to get rid of as many bats as he can, but yeah, it's not going to be enough. Now the only issue with this one as well was time. As you can see, there's a few storages, and bats are definitely not good with storages. Everything else really quick. Storages very slow. So that's nice attack by Death Monkey, aka Atom. And now we've got TK coming in with his mass edrags. puts the king at 3 o'clock and a baby dragon at 6 just to create a bit of a funnel. He's coming in with 5 rages and 3 freezes, brings the edrags down with the loons, with the warden, with the pre-rage and the warden ability. They all move inside. A lot of archers come out again from the GCC, no poison needed. Although he will stall the edrags for a little bit longer than desired, so he puts his freeze on the Inferno and the AD. Brings the blimp for the town hall while the sweeper is being busy pushing the edrags back. Scattershot is hitting the blimp, but manages to reach the town hall, puts a freeze down, another edrag and loons come out of it. He rages it up and it goes down. Now we've got 3 edrags in the center which are going to be finding that pusher. The queen is also on the outside getting rid of some of the garbage and some defenses on the perimeter. And then we've got around like 4 edrags on the outside, which would be better if they were inside. Since he's Aussie in the single targets her, she manages to get rid of the single with the ability and keeps going in. So now we only have 2 archer tower left. We do have those 3 edrags, now 2 edrags, still quite a bit of a base. Now we only have that 1 archer tower to the south. Edrag goes down there, the warden goes as well and smashes it. That was done. Now finally the last attack I'm gonna be commentating is this one from Blame, going with the Yeti smash. So as I said before, it was the only attack where we actually got a triple with Yetis. So puts the siege barracks down at 6. He's got hogs down there, brings his main army in after doing that warden funnel from the 9 o'clock. The good thing about the hogs from the siege barracks is that they're going to be able to get rid of that southern compartment with a single Inferno, and that will cause his Yetis to keep pushing up towards the town hall, which is what he wants them to do. Now they keep going in, the CC comes out, which is also going to be attracting his army towards the town hall, puts a jump down and a poison down for those archers. Scouters are down, there's only 1 Inferno left, so they all keep going towards the town hall. Now he uses the warden ability. I was surprised how late he was using his warden ability and how patient he was, but it was perfectly used. And now it's just pretty much cleanup. There's the Tesla farm at 3 o'clock. The single Inferno goes down and the RC is still half health. The Queen and the Warden are full health, and they're just gonna get rid of the rest of the buildings. Still 1 minute for cleanup, so we'll just fast forward a little bit through here. Queen goes through a wall, gets rid of the mortar, the cannon, still has all the healers alive. I was really surprised how much survived without using the warden at the beginning. It was really good. And this is how Blame got his triple with the Yetis. Now I'll leave you with the rest of our triples. They are some amazing hybrid attacks from the rest of the team. Congratulations to Resistance for getting into the semifinals, and good game to War Hunters. They put up a great fight. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time with some amazing attacks. Enjoy.